Hello guys, so today I thought I'd give you an update on my 1 by 1 feet shrimp cube that I built some 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so it's been doing well. I skipped it on 14th of April, as you can see it here. I've written it there, right? So it's been doing well considering it's been up for only 14 days. So I'll be doing a maintenance for this tank. As you can see, a lot of algae buildup has been there. So let's get on with the maintenance session. The pro tools that I'm gonna use are these: a toothbrush, utensil cleaner, air pipe, a wooden stick, and all that. So let's first take the lid off from our aquarium, and then let's get on. So you can see the floating plants have multiplied quite well, and Limnophila plant has grown significantly. It's trying to get out of water, it seems. So firstly, I'll start with trying to scrape off the mineral deposit on the edge of the water line, and eventually I'll try to remove the algae buildup on the glass as well. So I'll just speed up the process. It took a little while for me to clean up all that because it was literally, the algae was even feeling like it's a mineral deposit. It was so hard to get it off from the glass. So I struggled a little bit, but I was eventually successful at making it look like it's gone away. But trust me, it didn't go away. And also, I removed all the wooden hardscape from the tank. I recently added that big piece of wood, but I removed all of it. I'll tell you why. Also, you can see the Vallisneria has grown very nicely, but as the Vallisneria leaves are floating up at the surface, the algae on them has also grown very significantly. So I don't want any algae build up. I mean, obviously I want some algae to be there in this tank because shrimps are the main inhabitants of this tank. I just put some guppies in there because the peekaboo was gonna have some babies, and the main tank had lots of other males which could eat up the newborns. So I put peekaboo in here, so I'm having a lot of new babies now, right, of peekaboo. So now I'm taking off the floating plants from the tank, so it would be easier to trim the plants and brush off the algae. As you can see here, I'm using a toothbrush, a normal toothbrush, which was lying around in my house. I sterilized it previously before using it in boiling water, and then I'm using it in the aquarium, so it's safe. I think so. So I just used the brush to scrape it off, the hair algae and the dust algae on the glass and all that kind of stuff. So the water became very murky, and loose particles were lying around in the aquarium, loose particles of the algae and all that stuff. So I use the same method that I use while cleaning my breeding tubs. I use this air pipe and try to siphon out all that loose algae and gunk without taking out much of that water. The reason for this is shrimps do not like major water changes, guys, and trust me, shrimps do not like major water changes. So you can do water changes, but keep it to a bare minimum, like 20-25%, not more than that. And do it only if you need to. Like for this one, the algae was way too much. I was not able to see inside of the aquarium, so I had to do a water change and a cleanup. Also, the hardscape, the stones were way too much in the front, so I pushed them to the back because shrimps were hiding at the back side of the stones, so I was hardly able to see them. So I pushed them at the back, then I refilled the water, and the next thing I'm gonna do is trim all those overgrown plants. Now the reason for this, simple. You trim those plants, you replant the stem cuttings, which will give you new plants, and eventually all of those plants will be growing again and taking up all the nutrients from the water column, right? So one thing, this is kabamba. Yeah, I guess so, or it's limnophila itself. So limnophila has grown very fast considering the growth of kabamba. It's very slow. Um, as per my experience, now rotala, I've never had any luck with rotala indica. I don't know why people are so successful in growing it, but I don't seem to growing it very well. So limnophila is my go-to plant for any aquarium. The next, I'll just replant the stem cuttings in the empty spaces that I left previously while scaping this tank. And also I put that only that big piece of wood in there. I removed all those other two smaller pieces, the roots kind of, which look like roots. The reason for this is because due to those two pieces I introduced some blue green algae in this tank, and I am very very regretting it. I don't know, but this blue green algae doesn't seem to go away. It's not overtaking the aquarium, it's just growing in beds in all parts of the aquarium, like on the leaves, on the stone, on the hardwood, even on the roots of those floating plants you see there, right? So I don't know why I introduced blue green algae, even though I knew previously where those two wood pieces were, but don't worry, I'll try to eventually get rid of it. Then again, I introduced my internal filter from my main tank, just to make the water clear again. It was getting very much murky, and as you can see, I've just put it on a time lapse. I fast forwarded the process. The water will eventually get clear in like 2 to 3 hours. Even if you leave the tank as it is, it will get clear in a day, but I wanted to get it clear more fast. So as you can see, the water is getting clear, and it took like two hours max, and the water was crystal clear in some time. So um, what I want to say about this tank is it has been a success, except the one mistake I made is introducing blue green algae. It's not doing any harm to this tank, but still it's a menace. It won't go away quickly. You have to try, and I'll try my best to get rid of it, and I'll keep you updated. So this tank has been success, and the floating plants are multiplying nicely. All of the stem plants are growing nicely. I even think I may have a buried shrimp, but she is very shy. I'm trying to find her actually, but she doesn't come in the front very often. I try to take some video. I'll show it in the end. I just cleaned the glass so you could have a better view, a clearer view. And also one more thing, I upgraded the light stand. It's a total DIY, but I'm sorry guys, I forgot to make the video. I'm going to make the same DIY light stand for my main 2 feet aquarium, and I'll try and make a video for that one. It's made out of pure wood. You can find anywhere, like firewood. Even firewood will work, and it was very easy to make. I'll make a video on that soon. So as you can see, I'll just put the lid back on. Give me a minute and I'll get back to showing you the buried shrimp soon. So what do you think, guys? How's this aquarium looking now? I think it's like, I'm proud of it. I'm just proud of it, and I'm going to keep it, like, I'm going to try to keep it balanced and like an ecosystem for as long as it will last. So this is the shrimp I was talking about, and compared to all the other shrimp, this one looks, I don't know what to say, like juiced up, buffed up, or just swollen. I don't know, like her belly is exactly how it looks when a guppy is pregnant. She has a bulging belly, right? So this shrimp alone among the all other 5 shrimps has a big belly, and I think she is buried. She's not coming to the front very much, but I'll try to get her on the video somehow, and I'll keep you updated. And that's it for this one, guys. See you in the next video. Till then, have a good one. Bye bye, take care.